There are ways that you can invest in real estate without ever having a tenant or even stepping foot inside the property, and I'm going to share those. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Thanks for joining me on the Mama Lorian Way and 30 Days of Money Tips, where I'm sharing information and strategies on wealth building. Today, 3 ways of investing passively into real estate. First way, real estate investment trust. Those are also called REITs, R-E-I-T. REITs are basically a fund that hold a collection of commercial real estate investments inside of it. So you have, say, maybe 15 apartment buildings scattered all over the country. The REITs hold a portion of those. They're kind of actually almost passively invested into those apartment buildings. Then as a REIT investor, that's where we come in, we buy in to a portion of the trust. And REITs generally pay, I'm going to say about 6 to 8% a year. They last for the duration of the trust. Your money is tied up from like 3 to 5 years. And then you might get quarterly distributions, or you may get a big distribution at the end when the REIT is dissolved, everything is sold, proceeds are distributed. They're a very, very safe way of investing into real estate, and they're available for accredited and non-accredited investors. So real important, if you're non-accredited, you can get into real estate investing without having to prove your net worth. Second way of investing after a REIT is you can invest in some types of funds. Now there's so many different kinds of funds. There are funds that hold on to debt. There are like loans. They have a collection of loans. The loans are paying out to the fund, and then the fund is also paying out to people who invest in the fund to give the fund more money to make more loans to get more money to pay out. So it's a continually supportive structure. Now, these are more risky. They're for accredited investors only, but they do pay out more. A lot of times you'll see 14%, and they might fluctuate with the health of the fund. Definitely do your due diligence. These are much higher risk for a higher yield. Third way you can invest in real estate without stepping into a building, and this is a much more advanced strategy, so disclaimer, for sure know your people, is to invest in the working capital of an existing real estate business. Now, what the heck is that? This means you are investing in the real estate developer's business. These are loans secured with a corporate guarantee, a lot of times a personal guarantee. You are investing in the business so they have capital to continue to acquire assets. The return on these could be anywhere from 15%, like a fixed rate of 15%, upwards of something like 33% if you're invested in the company's proceeds sharing. So to recap, you could invest in a REIT. Lower risk, lower return, available to accredited and non-accredited. You can invest in a fund, generally reserved for accredited investors. Higher return, higher risk, definitely know your dealings. Third tier would be to invest in working capital of a real estate business. This is obviously the highest risk because you have to know who you're dealing with and know that they know how to do business. These returns can be really great because you're investing into a company. All right. Phew. Lots of ways to get your money working. Your money's your employee. Think of it that way. Lots of little employees out there doing your work so that you can do less. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. See you next one.